Welcome, fellow Tarnished, to Dark Fantasy Games, a channel dedicated to Elden Ring and the dark fantasy genre. In this video I'm going to show you how you can get the ringed finger, which is quite a cool hammer-like weapon. I'm not quite sure what it is with finger references in this game. Finger maidens, two fingers. But anyway, you'll find this in the Altus Plateau region of the map, which is actually quite far north from Limgrave. It may take you a while to reach this area. You won't be able to get here unless you have the 2 Medalion pieces to be able to use the Grand Lift of Dectus. Well, I say that, there is a little bit of a shortcut that you can use through some mines, which we'll also look at on the map in a moment. But to be honest with you, this might be the most direct route. So this is where we are now, and this is where you'll find the ringed finger in Gelmir Hero's Grave. Just to the southeast of here, not far really, is where you're going to locate the Grand Lift of Dectus. To be able to use this, 2 pieces, as I've mentioned, of a medallion are required. 1 piece is in Limgrave and 1 piece is in Caelid. So let's have a look at the Caelid region first. 1 piece will be found in Fort Farath. You just got to look in there for a treasure chest, which will have that half. And then the other fort that holds the other half is, as I've mentioned, in Limgrave, and this is at a fort called Fort Hate. Once you have both pieces of that medallion, you can now freely use the Grand Lift of Dectus, which, as I've mentioned, is going to be the most direct route into the Altus Plateau. However, if you did want to avoid that, because maybe you're already in this region and you haven't got these pieces of the medallion, there is some mines that you can go through over here at the Ravine Veiled Village. You will go up on a few lifts through a few mines. Just do be aware you will have to fight a boss to be able to get through to the Altus Plateau from here, and that boss is called the Magma Worm Makar. From there you can take a lift up to the abandoned coffin, which will then lead you into the Altus Plateau. But just say you're already here at the hero's grave, what you'll need to do in order to locate the weapon is first go down the lift, and once you're at the bottom of this lift you will notice there is a site of grace. I would most definitely recommend spending any runes you have to level up here, because this area is a little bit of a death trap and it can be quite easy for you to die a few times and maybe lose your runes. But once we get down to the section here where you'll notice this lava either side of a path leading down, there is going to be a chariot with spikes on its wheels that does take up the whole width of this corridor. We do need to run and jump to the left here into this alcove to be able to protect us from this chariot. And there will be skeletons guarding some of these alcoves. If you're lucky enough though, sometimes the chariot will take them out for you, which can be quite handy. The next alcove is actually being guarded by a skeleton with a bow, as you can see firing arrows at us here. What we're going to do is wait for the chariot to go down and wait for it to turn around and then go back up, because there's only a short window there. We can now run down, jump over to this alcove on the right hand side, taking out the skeleton that's guarding this area of safety. And this is all about timing the chariot's movements correctly and just having a little bit of patience. We're going to wait for the chariot to come back up because it will turn at the point where we are now. You're going to run and jump over the lava here, back onto the path, and then another alcove here on the left. Again, there's going to be a skeleton here, but this one seems to do a spinning attack out into the path of the chariot and should get squished. Now you can see the next alcove down here on the right hand side. You may have enough time to run down behind the chariot to be able to get in there, but in this instance I actually waited for it to come back up, and then we're just going to run down to this alcove. Again, there will be another skeleton in here, but this should be relatively easy to deal with, especially if it gets hit by the chariot. Now there is a little secret area that you can drop down to, so once this chariot's come past I'll show you where this is. If we run to the edge of the ledge here, you can see some wooden beams that you can drop down onto and explore the area down below. But in this instance we're looking for the ringed finger weapon, so we're going to continue down once the chariots come past, and then over to the left here is another archway. This will lead you through to another area. There is some fire traps up here, some grave gloveworts. If you want to collect them to level up your summons, then do explore that area. But in this instance here, we're just going to heal up and we're going to craft some fireproof dried liver. Now this should boost fire damage negation, but I'm not sure really 100% if lava and fire are the same sort of thing, but I thought it was worth a try at this point. You know, it may have reduced the damage we took from the lava. The reason why we're doing this is because once this chariot's come past us again on the way up, we're now going to be running down into the lava right to the very bottom. Now, I say run, you can't really run through the lava, you're slowed to a walk, so I found rolling was a quicker way to get to the bottom. Just over on the right hand side here is a little alcove where you can get a little bit of safety from the lava, and there is a grave glovewort there, but also notice a ledge down below that you can drop down to get to an optional boss, so a little bit of a shortcut there if you want to get to that boss. But if not, then continue rolling through the lava until you get to the end here, and once we're up onto dry land, so to speak, we can head through this archway in front of us, and now we can see the treasure chest which holds the ringed finger. So if this video has helped you find the ringed finger, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Watch this space for more Elden Ring. And before I go, I'd just like to say, may you be blessed with a curseless journey.